And good evening and welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School here on this Week 7 Friday Night Lights and a rivalry game, the Iron Spike Bowl, West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones and the BPC Spartans. It is senior night here for the Spartans, and we'll get those festivities underway here in just a moment. Coach Snyder bumming the headset here for a little bit. Did I catch you with a mouthful of popcorn?
You did. Not surprised. It's all right. It's okay.
Perfect timing, right?
Yeah, right. Everybody should know by now.
You don't see Coach Snyder very often without a bag of popcorn in his hand.
This is true.
So senior night here, we'll have band, football, and cheerleaders honored here on this Week 7. Hard to believe we're almost over two-thirds of the way through the regular season. And get my ads pulled up here on my phone. Thought I had everything ready to go, and of course dropped the ball once again. We're brought to you by our pre- and post-game show sponsors, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash to take home. And on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 7786 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans and Cyclones on to victory. Just under 12 minutes on our pregame show clock. I think what we'll do is we'll get a quick, it looks like maybe we're getting ready to start. So we'll keep it here and bring you the senior night festivities here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. While we're waiting for that to happen, we can tell you about some of the games in 8-man and 11-man in the area this evening. The Macomb Bombers trying to rebound after their loss to state-ranked Farmington last week. They are in Knoxville this evening. Some other games of note: West Central at Flanagan Cornell Woodland. That game in Flanagan. Ridgewood at Amboy. West Hancock at LVC. And Farmington on the road at Rova Williamsfield this evening, as I think we're just about set to get things started here on senior night at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. So we get the band marching out from the south end. And we'll have the national anthem coming up here in just a couple moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the band will perform Loyal and True. At this time, would you please rise for the national anthem?
BPC Pep Band with our national anthem on this Friday night as senior night activities going to commence here. And we'll turn it over to PA announcer Coach Dave Arnold.
Welcome to Senior Night 2025. First, we are going to introduce our football seniors. Our first senior is Parker Guppy. He's played football all 4 years of high school. He is the son of Rachel and Randy Guppy. Hunter Brown. Hunter's played football for 1 year. He's the son of Carrie McClary. Phoenix Cameron. Phoenix has played football for 2 years. Son of Bill and Connie Cameron. And Alexander Chavez. Alex has played football for 4 years. Son of Heather Gordon and Daryl Burnett. Those are your football seniors. And our lone football cheerleader senior is Jada Perry. Jada's been in cheerleading all 4 years, escorted on the field by Christina and Wayne Waldo. And let's honor our band seniors as well. We've got Lorelei Cunningham, Brett Havens, Caroline Spangler, and Natalie Willie. Congratulations to all of the senior BPC football players, cheerleaders, and band members.
Coach Arnold there with the senior night introductions. as we're just about set for football. A little under 3 minutes on the pregame show clock. We're brought to you by our pre- and post-game show sponsors, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come and join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. I have no idea well, never mind. Look who I'm talking about with Coach Borders. What's going on in his head?
Yeah, I was just waiting for their prayer. It's a pep talk.
Welcome to the field, your BPC Spartans!
As we see the Spartans enter the field from the south end, the home blue and red trim pants. As the lone, one of the four football seniors, Parker Guppy, brings out the Spartans flag. BPC won the toss. They will defer to the second half, so we will see the Spartan defense on the field first, and the offense for the Westbury Southeastern Cyclones. As we have 12 minutes on the clock, and we are just about ready for football here at BPC High School Week 7. As Westbury in their alignment.
Number 6, Parker Guppy. Tight end number 9, Dylan King. Running back number 10, Jonathan Harrell. Quarterback number 14, Thomas Anderson. Receiver number 24, Landon Lear.
As you get the Spartan starters from Coach Arnold.
Center number 69, Caden Yoko. And number 70, guard Miles Strode.
Jonathan Harrell to kick it away for BPC.
The Spartans.
Westbury Southeastern in the road gray pants, white jerseys with the black numbers, black helmets. I believe that's 23, Bryson Tanner back for Westbury Southeastern. Sophomore, 155 pound. Harrell with the football on the tee. And we are underway from BPC High School. Squib kick. Going to take a weird high bounce over the up man for Westbury Southeastern to go out of bounds.
Kickoff temperature 66 degrees.
66 degrees according to Coach Arnold here at kickoff at a minute before 7 o'clock. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Westbury Southeastern.
Entry to tonight's game was paid for by the Bushnell Ministerial Alliance. This gesture is a thank you from the local churches to the community. And
it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cyclones at their own 47-yard line. Quarterback for Westbury Southeastern, number 16, Tristan Hester, a 5'11", 200-pound senior. Going to see Austin Nelson, number 34, at 5'10", 195-pound senior in the backfield. He got a good amount of carries in the game last week against FCW. Shotgun set, offset wing. Hester going to take it on a direct snap, and he's in. No, that's Nelson, and he's going to break it. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Westbury on the opening play. 53 yards to the house for the score. 6-0, 53 yards on the direct snap to Nelson. 11:50 to play, just 10 seconds into the ball game. And the two-point conversion is good as well. So with 11:50 to go in the opening quarter, 8-0 in favor of Westbury. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 8-0 in favor of Westbury Southeastern. Nelson to kick it away for the Cyclones. And it's going to be a squib kick and going to be fielded by one of the up men for BPC, number 6, Parker Guppy, on the reception. And BPC set up 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line, trailing 8-0 to Westbury Southeastern. Sophomore Thomas Anderson at quarterback. Jonathan Harold alone set back in the shotgun set for BPC. Going to send Guppy in motion. Anderson going to take it. Harrell, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tristan Hester on the stop, number 16. A loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12 for BPC. Second and 12 for the Spartans at their own 44-yard line. 11:20 to play here in the opening quarter. And we got an official stoppage as the T's still on the field. See Hayden Wilcox get it for Westbury Southeastern, pitch it over to the Cyclone sidelines on the far side. Guppy in motion again. Anderson. Handoff, Harrell. He's going to tiptoe around. Got it to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Hester there for the stop again, number 16. So he got back the 2 yards lost on the initial play and brings up a 3rd and 10 for BPC. 10:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Again, shotgun set. Anderson in the shotgun. Guppy's going to go in motion. Harold, the lone setback, bot snap. And Westbury Southeastern football. 16 Tristan Hester on the recovery for the Cyclones, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the BPC 44-yard line. Clock stop with the change of possession. 10:23 to play in the opening quarter. First and 10, they're going to move it back to the 45. It'll be direct snap to Nelson again. Same play he scored on. He's got some good yardage inside the 40 down near the 37. Gain of about 7 or 8 on the play.
8-yard gain for Nelson.
Called a gain of 8. Second and 2 for Westbury Southeastern. The ball at the BPC 37-yard line as the clock winds under 10 to play here in the opening quarter. Gonna go I set this time. Hester under center. Lead back is number 30. And it's going to be a handoff up and a first down. Keith Zabo down to the 30, a gain of 7. And a first and 10 for Westbury Southeastern at the BPC 30-yard line. 9:30 to play here in our opening quarter of play. Shotgun set this time. Nelson and Tanner. And Tanner's going to break it. 10-5. Touchdown, Westbury Southeastern. 30 yards for Tanner on the run. And just like that, 9:10 to play. It's a 14-0 lead for Westbury Southeastern. $9:10 to play. Nelson at quarterback. They're going to send 4 receivers to the near side. Nelson's going to take it. And we're going to get a false start as a couple of the Cyclones players didn't look like they were set from up here. So it'll be a 5-yard mark off and move the 2-point conversion back to the 8. Cyclones huddle up, and we'll try it again from the 3-yard line. Gonna go shotgun set. Gonna fake the handoff. Hester's gonna look to throw. The left-hander hit as he threw it, and the 2-point conversion is no good, as I believe that was Parker Guppy with a hit on the play. So with 9:10 to play here in the opening quarter, 14-0 in favor of the visiting Westbury Southeastern Cyclones. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live in just a moment.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, you know, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 14-0 in favor of Westbury Southeastern. Austin Nelson to tee it up again for Westbury Southeastern. Jonathan Harrell back deep for BPC.
Nelson set the kick for the Cyclones. Jonathan Harrell deep for BPC.
They're going to wind it up again like they did before. Nelson with a kick, and BPC able to get on the football. Not sure who got on. That was at 24.
Alex Valdez covers it up near the 50-yard line. First and 10.
I believe it was 24, Landon Lear. So BPC will have it first and 10 from their own 49-yard line, down 14-0 here in the opening quarter, 9:08 to play. Anderson in the shotgun. Lone receiver to the near side. Harold the lone setback. Anderson, handoff, Harrell. He's going to get out of the reach of one Cyclone tackler, forward for a gain of 2.
2-yard gain for Harold. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for BPC. The ball at the Cyclone 49-yard line. We're brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. Support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bushnell Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. To send appointment, call 309-837-6932. They also do DOT CDL physicals for just $85. Copy in motion. Henderson's going to look to throw. Got a man open, and it's intercepted. Number 34, Austin Nelson, on the pick.
Number 34, Austin Nelson.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cyclones inside their own 45 at the 43.
The 43.
Brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank or friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Raritan State Bank is an equals housing lender. Member FDIC formation. Hester. Handoff. Nelson. And Nelson with a nice gain on 1st down. Is going to pick up about 4 or 5 on the play. We'll call it a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 from their own, the West-Prairie Southeastern 48. 7:55 to play here in the
Nelson with a 5-yard run. 2nd and 5.
Opening quarter. Shotgun set. Hester fakes the handoff to Nelson, and that's Tanner again, and he's going to have a 1st down inside BPC territory. That's the same run that netted him a touchdown earlier inside the 45 to the 40-yard line, a gain of 12. And another West Prairie Southeastern 1st down. Nose of the football right at the BPC 40-yard line, 7:35. Actually 7:36 to play here in the opening quarter. Nelson, the lone set back in the shotgun with Hester. It's going to be quarterback keeper. That's Hester bouncing off people. He's going to have a gain inside the 35 to about the 34, 30, well, call it the 33-yard line. A gain of almost 7.
Tackled by Kendon Hart.
Kendon Hart, number 2 on the stop for BPC. 2nd and 3 for the Cyclones at the BPC 34. Bobbled snap. Hester's going to pick up and fall on it at the 35. It's going to be a loss of a couple on the play. And bring up 3rd and 5 for West Prairie Southeastern.
2-yard loss for Hester. 3rd and 5.
Clock under 6:50 to play in the opening quarter, 6:44 and counting. 14-0 lead for West Prairie Southeastern as they score on the first play of the game to get on the scoreboard and have tacked one more on here in the 2nd quarter. Shotgun set, 3rd and 5. Hester's shotgun set with Nelson. Tanner going to be a handoff to Nelson. Nope, that's Tanner, and he's going to go 10-5. Touchdown, West Prairie Southeastern.
Bryson Tanner, 35-yard run for the touchdown.
That's going to push the score to 20-0. 35-yard 2nd touchdown run for Tanner tonight for West Prairie Southeastern. $20-0, 6:16 to play here in the opening quarter. 2-point conversion try. Nelson, the lone set back in the shotgun with Hester. Hand up, triple handoff. Nelson's going to get it, and he's going to be hog-tied down, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So 6:16 to play here in the first quarter, 20-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I think the rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 20-0 in favor of the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Nelson to kick it away again. Harold back deep. Do the same lineup again. Nelson with the approach. It's going to be a squib kick, and good job, Phoenix Cameron.
Near the 50-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10.
On the recovery of the kick, it'll be at the BPC 49. See if BPC can get something going here. Still over half the quarter to play, and 20-0 ambush by West Prairie Southeastern. Shotgun set for BPC Nelson. Harold alone set back. I send Guppy in motion. Anderson handoff to Harold. Can get around the far side, and he'll get a gain of about 3 or 4.
Brought down by number 55, Jared Flores Durham.
Jared Flores Durham on the stop, number 55, a senior for West Prairie Southeastern. A gain of 3 for Jonathan Harrell. Brings up 2nd and, we'll call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 at the Cyclone 48. Shotgun set again. Anderson's going to hand it off to Harrell, and he's got some room. Good job by West Prairie Southeastern closing up that gap. It looked like he had a big gain in front of him. Going to be just short of the first down marker. Stop made by Cade Chambers, number 44. 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. 5:05 to play here in the opening quarter. Shotgun set again. Anderson. Handoff. Harrell. He's going to dance forward, have the first down a little more. He's going to have it inside the 35 to the 34. Gain of about 7 on the play, and the first down for BPC with 4:49 to go. As the clock stopped as the chain set on the far side. So new set of downs for BPC at their Cyclone 34. Going to split out number 24, landed Lear to the far side. Again, Anderson, shotgun set. Harold alone set back. Be a handoff pitch to Guppy. And he's still on his feet.
Guppy with a loss on the play.
Forward progress. Of maybe a half a yard or so, a loss of 1. 2nd and 11, 4:05 to play here in the opening quarter. Anderson in the shotgun, takes a snap, handoff, Harrell. He's going to cut it back. He's got a gain about 3 or 4 on the play.
Tackled by Nelson. 2-yard gain for Harold.
Nelson on the stop, a gain of 2. Bring up a 3rd and 8 for BPC at the West Prairie Southeastern. 3:25 to play here in our first quarter. And we're going to get a false start on Guppy for BPC, and that'll be a 5-yard mark off and make it 3rd and 13. We'll stop the clock with 3:11 to go. And run the same play as Anderson came to the near sideline. Coach Sisler sent him back in.
3rd and 13.
Third and 13. 3 minutes ago, Anderson's going to step back, look to throw. He's got all sorts of pressure and just threw it forward at the feet of Parker Guppy. No, Jonathan Harrell, my apologies. That will stop the clock with 2:57 to play and bring up a 4th and 13 from the Cyclone 37. Split of receiver. I believe that's Lear to the far side. Shotgun set. Anderson step back, looks to throw. Had a man. That was Guppy and just overshot a little bit. Coverage by Nelson. And the incompletion will force a turnover on downs to West Prairie Southeastern with 2:53 to play here in the open quarter with the Cyclones up 20-0. Shotgun set. Hester with Tanner and Nelson. Going to be a quarterback keeper. He hurdles one man. Harrell there on the stop. Hester's going to pick up 6.
6-yard gain for Hester. 2nd and 4.
Second and 4, 2:28 to play here in the first quarter. Cyclones will have it 2nd and 4 from their own 43-yard line. Join a 20-0 lead thus far here in the opening quarter. Empty set Nelson, I believe, in the quarterback position. He fakes the handoff to Tanner. And he's going to get to the near sidelines and drug out of bounds inside BPC territory at the 48. Gain of 9 and another first down for West Prairie Southeastern. Clock will stop momentarily at 2:01 with the running out of bounds at 2:01. Shotgun set again. Hester going to fake the handoff to Nelson. It's going to be Tanner, and he's going to be close to the first down, maybe a couple yards short. Andre Watts, 75 on the stop, amongst others, and it will be a gain of 8 for Bryson Tanner.
Andre Watts with the stop for BPC.
Gives him 3 carries for... or 4 carries now for 85 yards. 1:25 to play here in the opening quarter. 1st and 2nd and 2 for West Prairie Southeastern at the BPC 40. Straight direct handoff to Nelson. He'll have the first down a little more inside the 35, down close to the 30. Calling about the 31, a gain of 9 and another first down for West Prairie Southeastern. Nelson now with 5 carries and 84 yards.
Nelson takes it to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cyclones.
1st and 10 for West Prairie Southeastern at the BPC 31, my apologies. Under a minute to play. Shotgun set. As there was some confusion, the handoff to Nelson and then handed off to Tanner, and a collision in the backfield That's going to be a loss of about 4
BPC. 4-yard loss for Tanner. Second and 14.
for Tanner, and we're down under 30 seconds to play here in the opening half. Second and 14 for West Prairie Southeastern at the BPC 35. And it looks like maybe we'll get one more play here in the opening quarter of play. Nelson, the lone setback. Shotgun set for Hester. Going to be a fake handoff to our keeper by Hester. Andre Watts again on the stop. That will do it for the first quarter after a gain of 3. And that will do it. We will head to the second quarter with West Prairie Southeastern on top, 20-0. We'll be back in a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, second quarter just about set to get underway. We're brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone: pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza, dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Also brought to you by Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agriculture lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. 3rd and 11. Going to be a handoff to Nelson. He's got some room. He's breaking tackles. He's going to outrun the defender. Touchdown, West Prairie Southeastern. 32 yards on the run. Second of the night for Nelson. This one from 32 yards out. Pushes the lead to 26-0. Two-point conversion. Nelson, the lone setback. He will take the snap. Going to hand it off to Tanner, and he won't get out of the grasp of Gumpy. And with 11:26 to play here in the first half. One too many sixes on the scoreboard there. 26-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 26-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. I'll try and get our scoreboard. Doesn't seem to want to put just 6 on the board right now. There we go. 26-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. Don't forget to chat us up in the live chat. Let us know where you're tuned into tonight. Jonathan Harrell going to go back for our BPC. Nelson to kick it away again for the Cyclones. Squib kick again, and good job again. I believe that was Cameron. It is Phoenix Cameron on the recovery for BPC. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans right at midfield. 11:51 to play here in the opening half of play. Spartans been all West Prairie Southeastern, 26-0 over BPC in the battle for the Iron Spike Bowl. They're the lone receiver to the far side. Anderson at quarterback. Harrell in the shotgun with Anderson. Anderson's going to look to throw. He's got all sorts of time. Going to throw it in the vicinity of number 24, Landon Lear. That'll stop the clock with 11:45 to play here in the first half. Second and 10 for BPC. Clock stopped, 11:45 to play in the first half. Guppy in motion. Anderson, handoff to Harrell. And a great job shooting in number 65, Jack Carpenter, senior. Big loss on the plate. Going to move it all the way back from the 50 to the BPC 44-yard line. A loss of 6. Third and long, 3rd and 16 for BPC back at their own 44-yard line. 11:10 to play in the first half. Anderson, shotgun set, looks to throw. He's got all sorts of defense, and the nearest player was number 23, Bryson Tanner. So it'll be a 4th 3 and out again for BPC, and that'll bring up a punt. Jonathan Harrell will stay in and punt the football away for BPC. And no one back deep for Westbury Southeastern. Good snap, good kick. Going to hit it about the 25 and bound all the way inside the 15 down to just short of the 10-yard line. And that'll stop the clock with the change of possession with 10:43 to play in the first half. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. They are a mainstay in the community and offer free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish the old, one stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mmbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Coming up, don't forget at halftime we will have our halftime interview. Catch out the BPC band. Handoff on first down. .35, Eli to counter on the carry, I believe, for Westbury Southeastern. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cyclones. Nelson and Hester in the backfield. Going to direct snap to Nelson. He's hurdling over a man and out to the 24-yard line and up for a first down.
First down, Cyclones.
.950 to play. Quickly to the line. Shotgun set. Hester going to take the snap. Going to be a keeper. And he's going to bowl over a couple of Spartans. And he's going to still keep going. And he's out close to another Westbury Southeastern first down. Just short of the 35-yard line. Gain of 9.
Hester just inches short of the first down.
Clock under 9.5 to play in the opening half. All Westbury Southeastern at this point, 26-0. Second and less than 1. And we're going to get a false start as the snap went through the hands of Nelson, and that'll be a 5-yard mark off and bring up 2nd and 6 for Westbury Southeastern. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 South of Prairie City, or give them a call at 309-775-3333. Hand off, and that's Tanner, and he's got lots of room across the 50. It's a foot race. Going to be knocked out of bounds. Touchdown saving tackle by 24 Landon Lear and I believe Jaden Powell. And that's going to take it all the way inside the BPC 40 to the 36.
First and 10, Cyclones.
35 yards on the run for Bryson Tanner. And that's going to put him unofficially up over 100 yards at 107 on 6 carries. First down, Westbury Southeastern. Shotgun set. Hester fakes the handoff. It's going to be a keeper. And he's going to be out close to another first down. Stop made by 69, Caden Yoakum. Called a gain of 8 on the play.
9-yard run for.
Nope, called a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 from the BPC 27. 8:10 to play here in the first half. Nelson, the lone setback. Gonna hand off to Bryson Tanner, and he's going to be wrapped up for a loss. Parker Guppy on the stop. And we're going to get a timeout with 7:38 to play. 3rd and 2 for Westbury Southeastern. Cyclones will take the timeout, and with that, we will be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, first time out taken by Coach McCormick and the Cyclones. They have 2 remaining. Bushnell with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 2. I set Hester under center. Deep man is Nelson. It's going to be Hester on a keeper, and he's going to push forward for a gain inside the 25 down to the 23, a gain of 4 on the first down. Tackle made by number 6, Parker Guppy. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's a limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. I said again. Hester, handoff, Nelson. He's going to stop, cut back, and he's going to break some tackles down close to the 10-yard line. And another first down for Westbury Southeastern. We've got a shaken up Spartan on the play. That is Parker Guppy for BPC. And with that, we'll step aside and we'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 7:08 to play in the opening half. 1st and 10 for West Prairie Southeastern at the BPC 11. Low snap, ball on the ground, picked up by Tanner, and he's going to be thrown backwards. 69, Caden Yoakum on the stop.
1 yard loss.
Also Caden Hart in on the play.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11, a loss of 1. High set, Hester under center. Be a quarterback keeper right up the gut with a push. He's still on his feet inside the 5 down to the 4. Gain of about 8 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 4. Quick to the line, same play. Touchdown. Hester on the 4-yard touchdown run.
4-yard run for Hester.
And with 6:04 to play in the opening half, 32-0 now in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. Two-point conversion upcoming. Shotgun set. Tanner and Nelson, the setbacks. Hester. Handoff's going to fake the handoff. They're going to look to throw. Man open in the back of the end zone. The two-point conversion to Cade Chambers, number 44. So with 6:04 to play in the opening half, 34-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Did have a few plays earlier when Guppy got shaken up, had an injury, it looked like, to number 55, Jair Floral Durham, over on the far side. And seeing he's getting some assistance from Coach Wrench as Nelson with the approach. It's going to be a onside kick. And a good job, Phoenix Cameron on the football again for the 3rd time, number 40. And that's where BPC will take over 1st and 10 right at midfield. Anderson's shotgun set. Harrell, the lone setback, going to be a handoff to Harrell, and he's got it spun around maybe for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain for Harrell.
See who on the stop on the play. That was Hester. Yep. Tristan Hester on the stop, a gain of 1 for Jovelyn Harrell for BPC. 2nd and 9, 5:39 to play here in the first half. Moves the ball to the Cyclone side of the 50-yard line at the 49. Anderson, shotgun again. Here at the lone setback. Guppy in motion. Hand off to Harrell. He can get around the far side. He's got some room. He's got the first down and going to be drug out of bounds inside the Cyclone 40 at the 33-yard line. Gain of 16 and a first down for BPC. Don't forget, chat us up. Let us know where you're listening into and watching tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live. 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for BPC at the 39 of West Prairie Southeastern. Guppy in motion again. Henderson, handoff. Harrell. He's going to dance around. He's going to get it inside the 35 to the 34, gain of 5.
Brought down by Hester and Tanner.
Hester again on the stop, number 16 for the Cyclones. 4.5 to play now on the clock. 2nd and 5 for BPC. Ball at the West Prairie Southeastern 34. Thank our volunteer fire crew from Bushnell, the fire district here is here every night. And ball fumbled out of the hands of Harrell and recovered by number 23, Bryson Tanner. And it'll be West Prairie Southeastern football, 1st and 10, up 34-0 with 4:01 to play here in the opening half. Cyclone's going to line up with an I set. Hester. Pitch to Nelson. He's got some room on the far side. Be drugged down from behind across the 45 to the 46. Called a gain of almost 9.
King with a stop. Eight-yard gain for Nelson, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Shotgun set. Hester going to keep it himself. He's got the first down out and a little more. So he's going to get it right out to midfield.
Hester across the first down.
And that'll stop the clock momentarily. Set the chains. 3:22 to play here in the first half. As a BPC player shaking up, a little slow getting up. Guppy again. Jaden Powell, number 8. Can't really see the 8 and the 6 very well. So he's the injured BPC player. And we're going to see Thomas Anderson go in at defense for BPC, number 14. 1st and 10 for West Prairie Southeastern at the 50-yard line. And we're going to get a penalty flag. False start on the offense, so move it back 5 yards and make it at 1st and 15.
That'll march them back 5 yards. Will be 1st and 15.
They're going to hand off. That is Tanner. And he'll get maybe a yard or two at best on the play. Guppy and Harrell on the stop.
2nd and 14.
Actually, no, it was not a loss. My apologies. A gain of 1 on the play. 2:28 to play here in the first half. I set 2nd and 14. Hester pitch to Nelson, far side. And he's going to get it up across midfield, still on his feet and driving those legs to about the 46-yard line of West Prairie Southeastern. Timeout taken by BPC with 2:06 to play here in the first half. We'll step aside and we'll be back. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, we're brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Rents at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. Third down and 6 for Westbury Southeastern at the BPC 46-yard line. Hester is going to keep it, and he's going to be close to the first down marker. I think he's going to be just short, a gain of 5.
Anderson on the stop.
And nope, they're going to say enough for a first down.
First down, Cyclones.
Clock under 2 to play as they reset the markers on the far side. Clock started now, 1:50 to go. 34-0. And Westbury driving at the BPC 40-yard line. Hester, going to be a pitch to Nelson. And Nelson doing a good job of getting out of the initial tackle. Is going to pick up a couple of yards and then some inside the 40, inside the 35, as Westbury Southeastern going to take their second timeout of the half. They'll have one more remaining. And with that, we'll step aside and we'll be right back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, we're brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief. Don't forget, you can pick up single copies at select locations of Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Out of the timeout, 1:33 to go. Shotgun set. Hester, Tanner, and Nelson in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff to Tanner. Nelson with a carry. And he's going to be just short of the first down, I believe, at about the 31, a gain of about 3.
Nelson, just short of the first down.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
For Westbury.
Clock down to 1:09 to play. 3rd and 1 from the 31. Westbury Southeastern already on top by 34. 50 seconds to go. Direct snap to Hester. Hand off to Chambers. Pitch back to Nelson. He's got the first down and more. He's going to go 10-5. Touchdown, West Prairie. 44.5 seconds to play. And that's going to push it to a 40-0 lead in favor of the Cyclones. Two-point conversion on the way. Shotgun set, my apologies. Hester going to fake the handoff. It's going to look to throw and overshot the intended receiver, number 40, Clarence Billingsley. So with 44.5 seconds to play, 40-0 in favor of Westbury Southeastern. We'll be back with a kick in just a moment.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 44.5 seconds to play. 40-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. Macomb's original local sports bar is a sports corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Chris Frankhauser here with you this evening with Adam Hulett on camera. Appreciate his help as always, and thanks for tuning in. Nelson to kick it away again for West Prairie Southeastern. Approach kick, and this is going to be a deep kick, and that's going to bound all the way down to about the 2. Harrell's going to pick it up on his feet. He's got some room. He's going to be tripped up at about the 20-yard line with 37.9 seconds to play. BPC with 2 timeouts remaining. We'll start with the football to start the second half. As we see the sophomore number 14, Thomas Anderson, bringing the play in from the BPC sideline. Anderson going to take the snap. Throws behind the intended receiver.
We need the vehicles at the north end to move so we can
Incomplete pass going to stop the clock with 33.9 seconds to play.
through there. On the West Prairie sideline, we need the vehicles at the north end to please move so we can get medical.
Timeout taken by BPC, their second.
Timeout. Spartans.
We'll keep it here, 22.6 seconds to play. Pre- and post-game show sponsor for West Prairie Sports is, and Bushnell-Prairie City Sports. And the timeout can tell you about JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Don't forget Game Nights TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, and cheer the Spartans and Cyclones on to victory. Going to be a direct snap to Harrell, and he's going to be out across the 25 to the 26. BPC is going to not take a timeout. Down to 7 seconds. They're going to get one more play. And we're going to get a false start on the offense with 1 second to play. They'll start the time for one play. Harrell's going to take the snap. That is the final play of the half. And he'll be wrapped up across the 25 to the 27. After one half of play, it's all West Prairie Southeastern 40-0 here at the break. We'll get a brief chat with Coach Borders. Let you get that headset on there, Coach. And I'm just kind of flabbergasted here at halftime, yeah. Coach. First play of the game, touchdown, and it's been pretty much a repeat of the same thing here most of the first half.
Adam was zooming in
yes.
on my arm there for a second. Yeah, Chris, at this point, it's just like we're at a loss. You can teach everything that you need. You can put them into positions, but and it comes down to it, they have to make the plays, and we haven't made the plays tonight. Our struggles continue with being able to tackle and not trying to, wrap up around the shoulder pads.
Right.
And offensively, it's not real hard to scheme a defense. You stop our running back, and right now we just don't seem to have anything else.
Right. Well, Coach, we'll let you get down with the guys and get the football to start the second half, and let's see if we can get some points on the board.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Coach. Jeff Borders here on the halftime show as we await the band.
Chevy Traverse at the north end. You'll need to move your vehicle.
As we await the band, we'll keep it here and let you listen into some of the halftime performance by the BPC band here at the break. As we await ambulance coming in to take one of the West Prairie Southeastern players for medical assistance. As we await the BPC band, why don't we do this while we're waiting for things to get going here at halftime. We'll step aside for a word from our primary sponsor, MDH. We'll be back in just a moment.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it. Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
I think the rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and seeing getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician here at the McDonough District Hospital Family Clinic.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we await the Beat BC band. I want to send best wishes to our West Prairie Southeastern player shaken up as they are getting some medical attention over on the far side. Why don't we do this? Since we're not sure when the band will start playing, we'll get into one of our halftime interviews. If they do start to play, we will come back with that and let you enjoy the Beat BC band. But right now we're going to step aside for our halftime interview on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Melissa Onion, and another employee at MDH. And why don't you tell everybody what your job is here at MDH?
Sure. I am the Director of Obstetrics here at MDH, so I oversee labor and delivery, nursery, and postpartum care.
So the labor and delivery unit is newish for MDH and state-of-the-art, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. It was recently renovated in 2019. It is absolutely gorgeous. We have whirlpool spa tubs in every labor room. We have 3 labor rooms, 8 postpartum rooms, all private suites. So it's very nice.
What is it about labor and obstetrics that's important for a hospital? Because you see so many hospitals that are losing that department. What is it that made MDH, or what is it that keeps it at MDH?
I always like to tell people that the community truly funded our Women's Center, because they did. They were the ones that raised the money for us to renovate our facility and to continue on. It's so important right now in the state of Illinois. There's less than 20 level 2 facilities left that are offering birthing facilities. So it's so important and vital for our community to keep those facilities going.
Well, obviously you're local. You're from the Rushville area, so you're local to the region anyway. So you can feel that personally as in MDH's growth in the area. It means something to you because you're from here.
Absolutely. Grew up, born and raised in Rushville, just 30 minutes away. But in this community, the closest tertiary care center is over an hour away. That is vital to have a facility, especially in maternal care, that mothers can go to and need. So it's very important that we're here.
Well, we've talked about in our interviews in years past and now and this year about how important the staff is. You know, it doesn't matter how good the facility is if you don't have a good staff. And it seems like everybody you talk to at MDH cares about their job and what they do.
I think that's what's so unique about a rural facility is we all know each other. At larger facilities, sometimes you're just a number. Where here, you're an individual. We see you as a true person. Our staff is truly a family. That's something that we pride ourselves on because we are such a small knit group. it's wonderful to be a part of.
You know, some people, as they chase a career, and I'm not saying you're chasing a career, but as you chase a career and you move up the ladder, you know, you want to move up to bigger and better things, quote unquote. It seems like there's a lot of local folks that climb the ladder at MDH, and that's where they want to be. And you seem to be one of those people too. What is it about MDH that makes you want to climb the ladder here, but you want to stay here?
Once again, it's that small town feel, that sense of community within our hospital. We have a great administrative team that's really supported a lot of the younger leaders to continue to grow and to grow up that ladder and to give us the skills that we need to do so. So I really owe it to them to assist me to do that.
If you talk about the labor and delivery wing, pick out a couple of things. You mentioned the whirlpools. Let's leave that out. Mention a couple things from the department that you think helps MDH stand out.
So because we are a rural facility, we are able to provide one-on-one care to our moms when they're in labor. We've recently been recognized for our Promoting Vaginal Birth initiative from the state of Illinois, and we've implemented what is called a power tower that has all sorts of tools that moms can use during their labor to empower them through that process. And our staff love working with the moms to do that.
And obviously you work with the moms, but care for the babies after they're born is key also. What is that? How do you guys separate those two things? Do you feel like both are equally as important, and are you able to handle both equally as well?
Absolutely. So we're unique once again in the sense that we have to be versatile in all areas of obstetrics. If you go to a larger facility, usually you pick one area that you're an expert in, where we have to be an expert in all areas. And I think that really makes us stand out. That's not something that we take lightly. We jump in and we try to be the best in every single area that we can be.
Well, Melissa, I thank you for coming and talking to us here, and it's a beautiful wing, and do everything you can to keep it as beautiful as it is, because I know that the mothers appreciate it. So
absolutely. Well, thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
I think the rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician here at the McDonough District Hospital Family Clinic.
Tonight's performance is blazing with excitement as the Spartans present their 2025 field show, Fire and Smoke. The explosion hit from pop superstar Katy Perry with soaring melodies and a powerful message that you can shine bright like a firework. Here is Firework. Let's hear it for the Bushnell-Prairie City High School Spartan Marching Band. And now the BPC cheerleaders. Your BPC Spartan cheerleaders.
And that will wrap up our halftime here. 12 minutes on the clock. And we're just about set for third quarter football. Can pass along a few scores from around the area. Havana 20, A-Town 12 in the second quarter halftime. West Hancock 46, LVC 0 at the half. Amboy 46, Ridgewood 6. Halftime in Knoxville. Macomb 28, Knoxville 6. Second quarter United 34, South Fulton 12. Second quarter 35-12, Farmington over Rova Williamsfield. And at the half, Illini West 46, 14, Bureau Valley 6, that at the half. And BPC will start with the football.
Nelson set the kick to start the second half.
Austin Nelson to kick it away for West Prairie
BPC.
Southeastern. Jonathan Harrell back deep for BPC. We will have running clock here in the second half with a 40-point margin for the Cyclones. And over end kick going to hit and go out of bounds at about the BPC 15-yard line.
Ball will be placed on the 35. It'll be first and 10.
Ball will go to the BPC 35-yard line. Game 5 of the ALDS. That series tied 2-2. Seattle on top of Texas 1-0 through 4. Harrell at quarterback, going to take the direct snap. Going to run into one of his own blockers and is going to get maybe a couple yards.
By Hester.
Hester on the stop.
Assisted by Hayden Wilcox. 2-yard gain for Harrell. 2nd and 8.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 at the BPC 37. BPC home next week for the final home game of the year against West Central. Direct snap to Harrell. Going to get out of one tackle, miss, make a second man miss, get it up to the 40-yard line, maybe the 41, a gain of 4.
Third and 5 for the Cyclones.
BPC with it 3rd and 5 at the BPC 40-yard line. Direct snap to Harrell. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man open. Caught. Parker Guppy's going to have it 1st and 10 at the West Prairie Southeastern 40-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play.
Ball caught on the 40. Where it'll be 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for BPC at the West Prairie Southeastern 40-yard line. Harrell going to go far side. Nelson going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half-yard gain. So BPC home with West Central next week.
To the concession stand, please move your vehicle, red Equinox.
West Prairie Southeastern will make the trip up to Amboy next week. West Prairie Southeastern finishing the home game against Galva. BPC will finish up the regular season at Flanagan Cornell Woodland 2 weeks from this evening. 2nd and 10, clock at 8:50 to play in the 3rd. Harrell direct snap. And he's going to pick up about 4 on the play, down to the 36. Third and 4. Anderson going to hand off to Harrell. And he's going to maybe forward progress to the 35, and not much more than that. Gain of a couple.
Gain of 1 for Harrell.
And it's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for BPC. Clock down to 7:35 to play here in the 3rd quarter. High snap. Anderson's going to take it. Looks to throw. Intended receiver is number 24, Landon Lear. So that will bring up a turnover on down. Turnover on downs, and it'll go back to Westbury Southeastern with 7 minutes to play in the third. McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation provides patients of all ages with sexual care in 4 convenient locations. First and 10, I sit for Westbury Southeastern. Hand off the lead back. Gain of 5 for Keith Zabo on the carry.
Zabo with a 5-yard run.
Gain of 5. Learn more about physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech language pathology, cardiac, pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, athletic training, and our newest offering, pelvic floor therapy at mdh.org. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Second down play is going to push it out beyond the 45 to the 47-yard line. That's going to be enough for another first down for Westbury Southeastern. MTC Communications having slow, unreliable internet doesn't cut it in 2025. MTC Communication offers lightning fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock areas. As a handoff on a first down. That's going to be up to the 45 of BPC. Zabo, the ball carrier again, is going to have about 8 on the play. So MTC Communication, you can check out them on the web at visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. I set Hester under center. And off again, Zabo, and he's going to bust through. He's going to go 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Westbury Southeastern. That will push the lead to 46-0. That score coming at the 4:34 mark of the third quarter. Two-point conversion attempt for the Cyclones. And they're just going to take a knee, so the two-point conversion no good. 3:50 to play in the third, 46-0. Favor of Westbury Southeastern. We'll be back in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. As we see Nelson ready to kick. Be a high end over kick that's going to go well out of bounds to the far side. Like 24, Landon Lear now was back for BPC on that play. Under 2:30 to play. Tell you about Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs through LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they will take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. Anderson at quarterback. Gonna pitch to Guppy. And Guppy's gonna have a close to a first down out to midfield. Stop on the play by number 31, sophomore Sam Day. Now for first down for BPC. Under a minute and a half to play and 1:19 on the clock. Getting shotgun set, Anderson. Harold the lone set back. Be a pitch to Guppy again, and he's going to be wrapped up for a big loss. Day.
Sam Day and Eli to counter in.
To counter.
For West Prairie.
All on the stop. It's 2nd and 13 as we're down under a minute to play in the third quarter. 2nd and 13. Down to 40 seconds on the clock. Anderson, the light handoff to Harrell. He's got some room. He's going to pick up good yardage down to the 45 of West Prairie Southeastern. Gain of 7, and that may be our last play of the quarter as we're down to 10 seconds to play. 3rd and 5, and that will do it after 3 quarters of play. 46-0 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I think the rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and seeing getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician here at the McDonough District Hospital Family Clinic.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we're ready for the fourth quarter. We can tell you about Tom Conklin State Farm face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm in Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, you can stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Fourth quarter getting ready to start. It'll be 3rd and 5 for BPC as we switch ends at the Cyclone 45. Handoff, Harrell. And he's going to go 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, BPC. Jonathan Harrell with 11:50 to go in the contest. And that will put BPC on the board. It's 46-6. Two-point conversion on the way for BPC. Track snap to Harrell. He's going to run. Can he get around? He will waltz into the near corner for the two-point conversion. 10:58 to play. 46-8 in favor of West Prairie. We'll be back with a kick in just a moment.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 46-8 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. We're brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza dine-in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope Adair and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Also, the Community News Brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief. You can get that derailed directly to your home. And don't forget, you can pick up single copies in select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Bryce and Tanner, as kick going to be made by number 60, Braxton Kemp. And it's going to be a bounder to the near side, one of the up men. Falling on the football, number 34. Austin Nelson on the recovery, and it'll be 1st and 10 for West Prairie Southeastern at the, well, right at midfield, looks like, with about just under 9 minutes to play. 8:55, clock continuing to count down. And we're going to see a new quarterback into the ballgame, number 2, the freshman Hayden Wilcox for West Prairie Southeastern, a 5'5" sophomore, as I said. Going to go I set. Going to be a pitch to 23, Tanner. And he's going to get it down close, and I think he's got enough for a first down. We'll call it a gain of 10.
10-yard run for Tanner, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones.
I set. Now the back judge, arm extended. Hand off to the second back through, and they're going to blow the whistle dead after a gain of about 4. Zabo on the carry.
4-yard gain for Zabo. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. High set. Wilcox. Handoff. Zabo again.
Zabo carry.
And he's going to take it down inside the 35 to the 32, a gain of about 4.
3rd and 4.
6:35 to play. Don't forget, coming up on the JoJo's Gaming Power post-game show, we'll have a word with Coach Schisler from BPC, and hoping to get a word with Coach McCormick from West Prairie Southeastern this evening as well. 3rd and 4 for West Prairie Southeastern at the BPC 32. 46-8 in favor of the Cyclones. Be a pitch. 23, Tanner, and he's going to have a first down inside the 25, close to the 20.
First down for the Cyclones.
And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 19. Thanks, Coach Snyder, with the assist. 5.5 to play. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones, the BPC 19. Wilcox, handoff. Nope, he's going to roll to the far side. Going to make one Spartan miss as
Wilcox.
I think it was Harrell on the stop for BPC. Gain of a yard.
1 yard gain for Wilcox.
2nd and 9. Clock winding down at the 5-minute mark. 2nd and 9 for the Cyclones at the Spartan 18. Again, BPC will be home for the final time next week with the Heat of West Central coming to town. West Prairie will travel to Amboy next Friday before finishing up the regular season with a home game against Galva. High set, Wilcox, lead back, 44 Chambers on the carry, ball's loose. It's going to be picked up by BPC. Dylan King on the fumble recovery for BPC.
1st and 10.
So the fumble recovery by the sophomore, number 9, Dylan King for BPC. Will give them 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. See number 50, Hunter Brown, checking into the ball game for the Spartans. Under 4 to play now, 3:50 and counting. Anderson at quarterback. Snyder said that, and just as soon as he said it, the official must have heard you, as we're going to have 9 on the field for West Prairie Southeastern. That'll be the 5-yard mark off and make it 1st and 5 from the 30.
Field for West Prairie.
Oh, 10-yard penalty, my mistake. So it'll be enough for a 1st down for BPC. .313 to go. Play. Clock winding down now to the 3-minute mark. It's going to be Harrell on a run, and he's going to have another 1st down, brought down out of bounds by number 36, Bryant Steele. Move it out to the BPC 48-yard line. .225 to play. Anderson shotgun set. Harrell the lone setback. Hand off to Harrell. And he's going to get out of the first tackle and then slip down at the 40. Loss of about 7 on the play. 36. Bryant Steele was the Cyclone back there to make the initial stop on the play.
Second and 18.
2nd and 18. Under 2 to play now. 1:55 and counting. They're on the carry again. It's going to pick up about 4 of the 18 that they needed. Bring up a 3rd and 14. Anderson, shotgun set, handoff, Harrell again. And he's got some room across the 50. He's going to try to stiff arm number 23, Bryson Tanner, and Tanner will bring him down inside West Prairie Southeastern territory at the 42 as we're under a minute to play. Another 1st down for BPC. .40 seconds to play. Anderson shotgun set, handoff, Harrell again. He's going to try to get out of the grip of Tanner, breaks the tackle, is going to run out of bounds at about the 20, and that might be our final play of the contest as we're down to 24 seconds to play. And that will do it. Final score tonight, 46-8 in favor of West Prairie Southeastern. Cyclones will pick up their first of the win of the year to move to 1-6, and West Prairie Southeastern will take home the Iron Spike Trophy this evening with the victory. We'll be back with the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show in just a couple of moments. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy.
The rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and seeing getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician here at the McDonough District Hospital Family Clinic.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, final score, West Prairie Southeastern 46, BPC 8. JoJo's Gaming Parlor, they offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Running down some unofficial stats in the contest, have Austin Nelson with 10 carries for 121 yards, a couple of scores. Bryson Tanner, 122 yards on 10 carries with a couple of scores as well. Tristan Hester, the senior quarterback for the Cyclones, 10 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. Keith Zabo with a 5 carries for 28 yards. Actually, more than that, my apologies. 72 yards and a score for number 30, Keith Zabo. Coach Sisler on his way up. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll be right back.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show, and Coach Sisler nice enough to join us tonight. And Coach, I talked to Coach Borders. I'm like, after that first half, I'm like, I really don't have a whole lot to say, unfortunately, as far as for BPC this evening.
Yeah, that makes two of us for sure. I mean, I think the numbers are finally catching up with us. We've got a lot of guys. You've seen on the sideline, we had just as many guys not dressed as we did dress, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I mean, not a lot of subs. We don't have subs. I think turn around, we got 3 linemen that can go in and rotate.
Right.
Other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a JV team out there playing a varsity schedule.
And that, I know I didn't ask Coach Borders. I wanted to, and it kind of slipped my mind until after he was gone. But you got to remember, I guess, that you are playing so many young kids. I know that this is week 7 of play, but you're still dealing with a lot of freshmen and sophomores, seeing a lot of time for you guys.
Yeah, definitely the majority of our team for sure, but it does come down to like the basics, filling your gaps where you got to fill, make sure we have reading our keys. So, I mean, it's basic stuff that we just got to make sure we're listening and paying attention to and building off of that. Because we do that well. We can tackle well, we block well. You can win football games.
Right, and I know Coach Borders said, we missed a few tackles there in the first half, and right now with the numbers and the youth, you really, if you're opposing defense, you guys they need to just key on and basically stop Jonathan at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, that's what it kind of is. And like I told these guys, other guys are going to have to step up. I realize we're young, but we've got to have other guys making plays, because if not, you're going to see it.
Right.
They'll have 8 guys on Jonathan every single play and beat us another way.
Right, and doesn't get a whole lot easier next week. He's got Coach Kirby and West Central coming to town for the final home game of the year. So, Coach, I'll always appreciate the time, no matter the outcome, and we will chat again next Friday night for the final home opener, or final home game of the year, not home opener, final game of the home schedule for 2025.
Yeah, it's winding down. It's crazy.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks. Coach Sisler here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show is hoping to get a couple words with Coach McCormick. I see Arlen Britton down there talking to him for a couple moments. So what we'll do is we'll step aside and we'll come back here in just a moment and see if we can get a word with Coach McCormick from West Prairie Southeastern in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, running down some stats unofficially for BPC. Jonathan Harrell got 23 carries for 121 yards unofficially. Parker Guppy, a couple of carries for 9. Just not much going for BPC. Jonathan Harrell with 1 pass completion for 20 yards to Parker Guppy. We'll see if Coach Mack's going to make his way up here and chat with us for a couple moments. This is the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. They offer the best gaming experience in the Montgomery County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans and the Cyclones on to victory. Cyclones with the win tonight. They get their first of the season to go to 1-6. And Coach McCormick on his way up, so we'll step aside and be right back in just a moment.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, Coach McCormick here with West Prairie Southeastern, the Cyclones. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. Win number 1 on the season for you guys. You couldn't have asked for a better start for you guys. First play from scrimmage, and it ends up in 6 points, and you guys just kind of dominated things from there.
Yeah, BPC's got a pretty young squad, and they got some guys injured and some other things, and we're fortunate to be healthy right now this time of the year. And, we got some older guys that have done this for a while, and, rivalry game, I'm happy with how they stepped up and played for 4 quarters.
Coach, unofficially, I got you guys with a couple of Nelson over 100 yards and Tanner with over 100, and another 55 unofficially from Esther. So a good job of controlling the ground game for you guys tonight.
Yeah, and our guys up front did a nice job. We were able to run some counter, and that's a good job. The play side blocking down, backside. That's a great play when you get it blocked.
Right.
Not a great play when you don't.
Right.
So, we've had some times where it didn't look like it did tonight. But, like I said, it was pretty balanced as far as rushing goes, which is always good. Obviously everybody thinks, we got to stop 34.
Right.
But 23 showed up. 16 showed up.
Yeah.
Zabo had a nice drive.
Yes, he did. He had a touchdown.
Zabo, fullback, and he broke one. So, without our guys up front, those guys can't do
Absolutely.
what they do.
Absolutely.
They'd be the first guys to tell you that. But, overall pretty proud of our guys. Great week of preparation. Our coaching staff, when you're playing a team that has a Jonathan Harrell on it, you got to kind of scheme things up. And I think for the most part we did a nice job of corralling him.
I think I did have him over 100 yards, but he's had that on like 4 or 5 carries in some games this year, and that was 23 carries unofficially for him. And I was talking with Coach Sisler, with the youth you mentioned about BPC, defenses with this youth and some of the lack of numbers, if you're playing BPC, 10 has got to be the guy you guys need, opponents need to stop.
Yeah, and I think as these guys mature and get older, those guys, there's going to be other guys that develop. They've got some other guys that they're going to be able to throw the ball to, hand the ball to, and so like I said, they're pretty young, and it's kind of a JV squad.
Yeah, right.
They're a very talented JV squad, I think.
Yeah, that's the bulk of the squad that came back here a couple weeks ago in that shootout with Peoria Heights. It was mainly that younger squad outside of Parker Guppy. But Coach, want to congratulate you guys. Get the Iron Spike Trophy back, and but doesn't get any easier for you guys next week. You get the defending state champions up at Amboy.
Yeah, we get to go on the road and play them, and then we finish up with Galva, and obviously they're playing better too. So. We just got to enjoy the last couple weeks because, after week 9, we know we're done. And, we got to enjoy, our group together and, make the best of what we've got left. And our kids will show up and be ready to go. And we gave them Monday off, which is rare. And they're pretty excited about that.
Sure.
So, we'll all enjoy some time away from each other, and we'll get right back at it Tuesday. So
all right.
We're excited to keep rolling. Excited for the dub.
Yeah. Well, again, congratulations on win 1 of the season. Always great to talk to you, and best of luck in the last couple of games. And I'm sure we'll cross paths again at some point, maybe prior to the football season starting next year.
That sounds good.
Thanks,
you.
Coach.
Yep.
Coach John McCormick here from West Prairie Southeastern on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show this evening, as it was a 46-8 win for West Prairie Southeastern. So for Adam Hulett doing a great job on the camera as always. For me, Chris Frankhauser saying so long, have a great weekend, and we'll chat again next Friday night here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School as the Spartans will take on the Heat